What's up, everybody? Welcome to Eternal Wellness with Jonathan. Today we're going to go over an at-home bicep and tricep workout that you can do that's going to help you build size, strength, and tone in your arms. All you're going to need is a set of dumbbells. I'm going to explain the proper form and technique that you should have while performing these exercises, as well as the reps and sets that's going to cater towards building size and strength in your arms. Let's get started.
All right, first we're going to start out with these Dumbell Standing Curls. When doing your curls, you want to make sure that you keep your elbows really locked in tight to your body so that your elbows aren't flaring. You want to make sure that your wrists are in a supinated position so you're really getting a nice concentration on your bicep. On your concentric action, you want to make sure when you come up, you get a nice tight squeeze. And on the eccentric, you want to make sure you're coming down nice and slow and controlled. It's going to give you a much better hit on your bicep and a much better time under tension so you can see the growth in that bicep area. You want to make sure that you're using a good amount of weight where you don't have to flail around with your body. You want your reps to be controlled and really concentrated on the biceps so you can get the most bang for your buck. All right, so next we got these concentration curls. Concentration curls are really good just because they're going to really help you really isolate and hit that bicep without the extra body movement in like a standing curl. You see, you start out with your arm resting on your thigh and that elbow. That's what really makes sure when you come up on that concentric action that you're really getting all the tension placed on your bicep. Same motion as when you're doing a dumbbell standing curl. You want to get a nice tight squeeze and you want to be slow and controlled down on that eccentric action to make sure you're really placing that bicep on a good time under tension to be able to maximize the strength and the build of your bicep when working. Next we got these concentration hammer curls. When I'm at home, I like to rest my elbow on a couch, but really anywhere where you can just rest your elbow and then you can make sure you can get a full lockout on that eccentric action could be what you can use to perform these at home. When you're doing the hammer curls, you want to make sure you're getting a nice tight squeeze on that contraction, same as with any other curl you're doing, and you're slow and controlled on that eccentric action. The hammer curls are going to be really good because you're going to hit the longer head of your bicep as opposed to your standard curl, which is going to focus more on your shorter head. So it's just going to help you hit different parts of your bicep so you're not just working one area, which is going to help you and really see your gains faster and better by hitting all parts of your bicep. All right, next we got these close grip presses. So to start, you want to find a place where you can lay down that. You see how I'm laying over the couch. If you have a bench or just anywhere where you can lay down that, it's fine. When you're starting in, you want to make sure that those dumbbells are right over your chest. And when you want to come down, you want to press and bang right up into the top of that and make sure you're locking all the way out. That's where it's going to really emphasize those triceps is the close grip and the lockout. It's going to be really good for just building overall mass and strength in your triceps, as using the close grip is a compound exercise, so it's going to emphasize your chest and shoulders as well, which is going to really just help develop overall mass and strength. All right, next we got these Tricep Kickbacks. I think the biggest thing you want to make sure when you're getting into your kickbacks is that you're not letting your elbow flare. That's probably the most common mistake. You want to make sure you're using a good enough weight to where you can control it, so your elbows aren't flaring and you're getting a nice snapback and contraction in your tricep. It's going to be really good for just building overall definition and strength in your tricep, but you want to make sure you're using a good enough weight so you're not letting those elbows flare and you can snap that thing as far back as possible to really hit that tricep. All right, so next we got these overhead tricep extensions. The main thing you want to look at when doing these is when you get that dumbbell over your head, that your elbows aren't flaring out too far wide, and that when you're coming down on that eccentric action, you're getting a really good stretch in that tricep and you're coming and locking out. So you're getting a really good stretch down and pushing that thing out. It's going to really give you a great hit on your tricep and make sure you're working it to its fullest capacity. All right, so next we got these tricep dips. We're doing these at home. You can use a stair or anything that you can just position yourself to where you can dip on. I use a chair just to make it a little bit more challenging, but you don't have to use a chair to set your feet on. You can just do it right on the floor. The biggest thing when you're doing your dips, you want to make sure that you're not dipping too low. It's where you're putting too much tension and pressure on your shoulders. You just want to be able to dip enough to where you can feel that hit on your tricep, and make sure you're locking all the way out to make sure you're really getting that contraction and that stretch in your tricep when you're doing your dips. What's going to give you a much better feel and a much more effective dip.
All right, guys, that's going to be the end of this workout. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. You can be sure to subscribe, as I'll be uploading new workout content every week, as well as leave a like and comment on some feedback and maybe some different workouts that you would like to see uploaded. Again, thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next one.